It's gotten better. I've been a patient of his now for 3.5 months, and I've gone from 280 pounds to 208.
Wow. Hi, I'm Tara Bennett Smith, and I'm here at the Montgomery Heart event and the Heart of a Champion screening, and I'm here with William Funderburk.
Please call me Bill.
Bill Funderburk.
Yeah.
So, are you a patient of Dr. Montgomery's?
Yes, I am.
Okay, tell me a little bit about your story and how you found him.
Well, I've known about Dr. Montgomery for several years now through friends, and I had always been overweight. And I've learned a little bit about veganism, but I never really pursued it until I got really, really sick. I had hypertension, diabetes, I had open heart surgery. You name it, I had it.
Now, what was your diet like before you met Dr. Montgomery?
Pretty bad.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up here in Houston.
And you were barbecuing and...
Well, I wasn't barbecuing, but I mean, it's like when I had my heart attack, I remember I had it in Tranquility Park parking garage. And I didn't go to the emergency room. Instead, drove home. And on the way home, I stopped off at Burger King, had a double meat, double cheese, hold the fries, and a chocolate shake.
Wait a minute, when you had a heart attack?
Yeah.
This was after the surgery?
This was before the surgery.
So wait a minute. Most people have a heart attack, they're in the hospital having the surgery.
Correct.
So you had
I had a heart attack, and then 2 years later, I had the open heart surgery.
Okay, so you had the heart attack.
Right.
They released you from the hospital?
Yeah, I had a stent put in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so after the stent put in, you went and got a burger, double cheese, double...
No. Before I had the heart attack, February 16th, on the way home, I got the hamburger and the cheeseburger.
On the way home from where?
From the parking garage.
So you had a heart attack in the parking garage?
Correct.
You didn't go to the hospital?
No, I did not.
So did you know you had a heart attack?
I had a pretty good idea, but I was in total denial.
Okay, so then, I got it. Because, see, I'm thinking you went to the hospital. They let you go from having a heart attack and you went and got a cheeseburger.
No. It's
Okay.
like it was total denial.
A total denial. Okay, whatever that was, it didn't bother me. I'm going to go get a cheeseburger because that makes me feel better.
Right. And then the very next day, I wasn't feeling so great at work. And I called my doctor's office up. They said, Mr. Funderburk, you're having a heart attack. Get thee to the emergency room.
Wow. So you had another one. No, they were just like, that's what you were dealing with.
That's what I was dealing with at that time. Yeah.
Wow.
Really stupid.
Huh?
Yeah, really
Well,
stupid.
you know what? I wouldn't call it stupid. It's just we don't know till we know, and we live in denials because that's who we are. We're just trying to survive in the best way that we can. Yeah. And when you're not educated enough to understand about making those changes and the fear of making those changes, because it could mean something different than you're used to.
Right.
Or sometimes you just don't know that there are alternatives. So the idea of having a heart attack is so scary that you just go, I'm not going to deal with that right now.
Exactly.
I'm going to go live my life and continue on and just pretend it didn't happen, because that's easier to do sometimes than the alternative, which is I either have to go in the hospital, I have to have open heart surgery, I have to change my diet, I have to do something that's not going to be comfortable for me.
Correct.
Yeah. So you found out about Dr. Montgomery how?
A friend of mine at the place I was working had mentioned Dr. Montgomery. He was experimenting with veganism. And I'd known about him for about 5 years, but I didn't think I could see him because it wasn't covered by insurance.
Insurance, right.
And that's a big deal. And I had another friend come visit me at work years later, here recently, and said, maybe you ought to go check him out. I'm seeing him, and he might cover you. Just give him a call. I called him up, and guess what? They took my insurance. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
That's right, baby. Yeah, baby. He took me in, and I'm in there like,
So how was the adjustment for you going from, the way that you were eating your burgers to, what do you mean I can't eat this anymore? Were you just at the point where I'm willing to try anything to live?
Well, I'd caught COVID, and I got very sick.
Oh, goodness. Great. You're just getting everything, huh?
Well, yeah, you know what? And I mean, it's that way. It's like I went in there, and I was feeling really bad, and just got to the point now where my body was telling me, if you don't change, you're going to die. And you listen to your body enough, and it tells you these things.
And that's the saddest part, is that we have to get to the place where we feel like we're going to die before we say, okay, I hear you.
Yeah. Stop treating me like a dump and treat me like the temple that I deserve.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Right.
And so how long before you started to feel a difference in your body?
Oh, maybe a week or two.
Wow, that soon.
Yeah.
And what were some of the things that you felt? Like what did you saw that you felt that was different?
Well, I'd started to lose weight,
Uh-huh.
which was immediate,
Uh-huh.
and more energy and calmness. You know, having to deal with the stress of a job that can be stressful. I mean, it's progressed.
Yeah.
It's gotten better. I've been a patient of his now for 3.5 months, and I've gone from 280 pounds to 208.
Wow. Just to go to show you, you don't have to do a diet, you just have to change your lifestyle. And with your change of lifestyle comes a change of consciousness too.
Correct.
You find your mind is just like doesn't want to put up with the bull crap of other people's stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, whatever. Get over there. I don't want you in my space now because it's all about cleanliness.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
exactly right.
Yeah. Well, good for you. This is great. And you know what? I was talking to another young lady about, the cycle that we pass down in our families, that it's very hard for some people to make the shift from what we know to do that's very comfortable to we're going to break this pattern, because she was saying that how a couple of people died from cancer and everyone had this and everyone had that. And she said, and I just looked around and said, I have to change something. And she's the one that made the change. And what's supposed to be, well, that runs in our family no longer runs in her. Yeah. So what are you most excited about now having be on this journey with Doctor? What are you most excited about?
Basically, Dr. Montgomery has given me hope.
Oh,
I mean, that's really the big thing.
Yeah.
He's given me hope, that there is hope that I can live a longer life, a healthier life. And I can't tell you, because there was a point in my life where I had no hope. I had no hope. I thought I was going to die. I really did. And he has convinced me that, no, you can have a long, fruitful life, even at my advanced age of 63.
well, what's exciting about that too is when you start seeing the difference in your body and in your mind and in your body and how you eat, and you see the changes, you automatically a switch clicks, and now you revert to, I could do this thing. I could live. Exactly. Man, this is going to be great. I can do this. It automatically goes together. And that's what I was saying. Once you start to clean this up, then you start to clean this up. You don't want people around you too much, even family members who might be bringing you negativity. You don't want them as much around you, because when you eat better, you want to think better. You want people around you to support that. So congratulations to you. And you keep going, because you got
That's right, baby. You know it, baby. Yeah.
That's what I love. See, all that spirit,
Yes.
that's supposed to be here.
It
That's
is.
supposed to be here.
This is that you're exactly right.
Yeah.
I just, when people see me at work, and they know I'm crazy,
Well, good.
but they crazy in a good way.
Crazy in a good way. And you know what? Most people wish they could be, because they're too afraid to be. So I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, to sharing your
I
story.
appreciate it. Thank you for hearing me.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. We'll see you guys soon.